Let's react to one of the most viral fighters in the world right now. And no, it isn't a UFC fighter. He goes by the name of the Death Sentence. But he has been training with one of the greatest of all time, Demetrius Johnson. I wasn't actually too familiar with who this man was. And then I realised he was actually following me on Instagram and realised he's one of the most beloved fighters in Street Beef's history. So let's watch this fight completely for the first time, by the way, and break down how he gets on. Because if you're training with the GOAT, you must have picked up a few details. And by the way, just have a look at this crowd. Oh my goodness, he comes out with the Jorge Masvidal from the get. These are some wild shots. I heard he's been working on his grappling with DJ, so let's take a look. Okay, he's got somewhat of an overhook, underhook situation and a few shots on the spine. Not too effective. My personal opinion, he should probably work to get back to his feet rather than the small punches to the back of the head. But okay, he's got his guard. He looks like he's got some seriously flexible legs as well. I can imagine with a little bit of jiu-jitsu, this man's probably got a nasty rubber guard. Does a good job there. Kicks back to his feet. And he's still standing. His opponent's actually going for a single leg by pinching his outfit, which looks like something Frozone would wear. But okay, he's got a decent position here. And he makes the mistake, which a lot of beginners go for, which is just cranking on the neck at any given opportunity. He's got no hooks in and not really a good alignment to the back. So the chances of him getting this submission are very low. But you never really know in these sorts of fights because sometimes people could just tap because they're not very comfortable with the situation. I don't know what the guy is complaining at, but I don't think that he thought there was going to be any grappling. Oh, they're complaining about the back of the headshots. That makes a lot more sense. But you get those at this level. When the adrenaline's flying and you've got people that aren't as trained, and also you're just fighting on grass in a cage in front of hundreds of people, you're not always going to get the cleanest outcome. Oh my goodness, that is wild. Look at the taunts. He's slightly quite athletic. I didn't quite realise this. Is he tagging someone in? I've seen this in Misfits, and I actually don't hate it. The tag teams, I know it's not that legitimate, but I don't mind the tag teams. I kind of like it. If you get pieced up a little bit, boom, tagging your mate and they're in. This geezer's got an interesting frame. And the UFC gloves on as well. Does he win? He wins by default. I have no idea what led to that victory. I've actually got no idea. But I saw some decent grappling, I would say, for Death Sentence. Because I heard he had zero grappling before. But he did an okay job. He retained guard, got back to his feet. And then I think he won via back of the head shots. But Viva la Death Sentence, you can see all that work with DJ is certainly paying off. Maybe he has to work a little bit more on the striking, straighten up some of those shots a little bit, and maybe change the outfit. Looks like his opponent was just grabbing onto that. Quite easy to get the takedown, but maybe that just completes the look. I'm not too sure. Let me know what you think. And as always, keep it casual.